Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm 17 for the final episode with me, MrSealyp. I have a problem, a very large problem. It's late autumn, and as predicted, the rain started to fall last night, as you've probably already seen that short little clip. I've sold one load of wood chips and made about $15,000, which wasn't a huge amount. We've also been paid. I took 15 hogs to the diner. We were paid for those. We're expecting our delivery of 15 hogs from Gary at Six Pistons Ranch. So we're almost like an exchange. We sold 15, we got 15 coming. So, but I came in to check the job sheet. Turn it off. And it's basically just harvesting. I mean, at the end of the day, we've got harvest to do. And here's where we stand. And this is why it's a little bit... Everything's ready. All our soybean and our corn on field 50 is all ready to harvest. Awesome. Harvesters won't run. Crops are wet. I can't do a thing. Now I'm really concerned. I said this was going to happen, didn't I? Today's the day to get this done. Now, one positive, I'll say one positive, providing it's still happening, the price of wool is on the rise. 5527 and climbing. I have no idea how high that's going to get. So yeah, we'll just see. Hopefully that gets up. As long as that gets into a green. I'm not expecting a blue. I'm not expecting a great demand, but green, I'm going to take the whole lot and sell it. To be fair, by the end of the episode I'm going to take the whole lot and sell it anyway, because we just need to. So what I'm going to do, put the kettle on, and I've just got to sit and wait this out. There's not a lot I can do, really. Oh, by the way, if you haven't been keeping up with the streams and various different things, this has been fixed. Not this particular ceiling, but the water coming through buildings and whatnot, that's been fixed. Giants have done that. In the new game, when it rains, this will not happen. Plus, in the new game, wipers. Automatic wipers on your tractors, vehicles, etc, etc. When it starts to rain, the wipers turn on automatically. Pretty cool. Anyway, I've got stuff to do. Well, I haven't. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. The rain has stopped. Finally. 20 past 8. Well, nearly half past 8. The sun is coming out, but top right hand corner, the crops are still wet, so I don't think I can harvest them until they're dry. But at least the rain stopped and it's daylight, which means I can now... Oh, what I can do, firstly, is close the door. I can get a couple of those side jobs done. One, I need to take delivery of those hogs, the 15 hogs. Plus, we need to go over to the Lone Oak Lamb, because 30 of those sheep belonging to Big Daddy's Tailoring, USA, need to go, because they don't belong to us. Again, we were just sheep sitting. So those two jobs I'm going to do now, which kind of balances the books there. We've sorted all that out. The cows went for Cody last episode before. I lose track. So I'm going to go and grab the semi, which I think, as far as I'm aware, is over at the livestock market. And let's get these hogs in and sheep out. See you in a minute. I may have a mild problem. Well, I mean, I've already mentioned the one. The rain has stopped, but that's fine. I couldn't get the truck to start. You know what I haven't done maintenance on? I did all the tractors, did the harvesters, or the harvester, obviously the other one's leased. Did the boom sprayer, forage harvester. I completely forgot the truck. I better check that out. So, 15 going in. Now, it says 133 there, 125 are ours. So when we were up to 140, I know this is confusing, we were up to 140. I took 15 out, and sold those to Barris and Taco Farmer, which took us back down to our original 125 that belonged to us. So we've had another 8 overnight, from 125 to 133. I'm now putting 15 more in. So what I've got to remember is 8 of them, I say aren't ours, 8 of them are saleable. So we should have 140 are ours and 8 are to sell. I think that makes sense. Anyway, let's unload. If I'm right, we should have 148. Yeah, fantastic. Confirm. I don't even want to look at the feed situation. I think they're okay. I'm going to whiz past the workshop first, check this, and then we'll whiz over to the sheep and we'll take 30 out of there. And then it's just a case of playing the waiting game. Having harvested 34 and 43 in the last episode, to the right here of barley, and the one just further down south of that of canola, I moved the 2 harvesters, and they're just sitting over there by field 30. No, by field 32, which is the first of the soybean fields we're going to hit as soon as we're able. We're going to do 32, then we're going to come over and do 35, then we're going to hit the big field. We're probably going to then do corn, or at least put maybe one of the harvesters on corn, so I've got one corn header, and then the other harvester will go around and we'll start mopping up all the other fields and side fields and everywhere else. Basically everywhere I planted soybean. So we'll be sailing the soybean sea, because there's a lot to do. First one I'm going to complete is going to be the contract for Scott, because Scott's contract rolled over from last season. I've got 60 something thousand litres in storage, but not enough. I didn't have enough last season to sort his entire contract out. So here's will be the first contract we do, and then we move on from there. And we've got a lot to do, so I'm just hoping with all that we've planted we have got enough soybean to fulfill all the contracts. We have a couple for corn. One has been covered by Farm Pierce, and that was 35,000 litres of corn for Big Papa C. But I've got one for Harry for 15,000 litres of corn, which 15,000 litres I'm going to be able to do no problem at all. And then the rest will be going to storage for hog feed. Put these in here just to keep them out of the rain and do any little bits of maintenance that needed doing, but as it turns out they're just in the way. These are going to be used for our hauling and carting. We're going to be using the semi with the 70,000 litre BSM as well, so we're going to be using this to load into that. We'll use the 50,000 litre one as well. It's just going to be kind of all hands on deck, I guess. I'm really concerned now. What's this going to cost? How could I have forgotten this? I'm sure I did it. Repair 305. So why? That's weird. Oh, started to find that time. Okie dokie then. Off for the sheep. I really want to get this harvest done in this episode. I'm running out of time to put another episode in. Very conscious of that. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to driving some of the big rigs in FS19. They look amazing. Oh. I have been told, someone messaged me and said, no solar panels, no wind turbines, and no beehives apparently in 19. I don't know, I haven't played it, I have no idea. I'm just taking it on what people have messaged me and let me know. Anyway. Now, judging by the state of the yard, might have a bit of an issue turning around here, so... let's move this, because that's fully loaded now. I can't do anything else with that. What I can do is actually probably take it up to the wall sell point and just have it sat there ready for when the price is up high enough. I'm going to miss the Julie. Hope someone puts out a Julie nice and early on FS19. Sounds great, drives great. It's brilliant. Brilliant mod. Right, what else have we got in the way? I got a trailer simply because I'm running out of hay bales and we've got hay in the silo, so I can move that, and grass of course, whichever, grass and hay, because the bales suddenly run out, and to be fair they lasted way longer than I thought at the beginning. This whole episode is basically going to be me moving machinery around at the moment. Please, please, please dry out. I might try one of the harvesters just to, you know. I know it's probably a futile thing to do, but. Okay, 30. Wow. Should have gone forward a little bit further. That's better. Load, 30. Slow down when I get to near 30. 9. 30. Confirm. Done. Right. Those are winging their way off to Big Daddy's Tailoring USA. FS19, when we head down to Ravenport, I can foresee a textiles war. No, not really. But there's going to be a bit of competition. We've got Big Daddy's Tailoring USA, which was Big Daddy's Knitting Club originally, on Oakfield Farm. I also did Wombleways Woolenware, which was on the Valley of the Old Farm. Well, Wombleways Woolenware is moving to the US. They're a starter company and they're getting going, and it's Dave's Denim. So we're now going to have Big Daddy's Tailoring USA, Dave's Denim, all going to be vying for wool, cotton, you name it. So yeah, expect a bidding war. Expect. No, they're both great guys. Won't have a problem. Right, that's that done. Next time I see you, let's get harvesting. I need to get this done. It's only 1:05. The moisture level has dropped. It took such a long time. It took such a long time. Right. Let's get going. That's one off. Now obviously I can't time-lapse this entire harvest. There's just so much of it to do. So what we'll probably get is little snippets every time I get to a point where, let's open this up, where I've either hit a target and I'm ready to fulfill one of the contracts, which hopefully won't take too long, and then I'm going to drop that down a little bit. No. Head up, that's right. Let's go. Cruise control on. Whoa, what happened there? Oh. Putting the header down would have been a great start, wouldn't it? Now cruise control on. There we go. Fantastic. Yields on soybean is never particularly high, but the price is high. So, you know, less of the crop, higher price. But I need a lot of this. That's why we planted so much. And it is, I mean, I'm still really concerned we're not going to hit everything, you know. Really not. I'm just trying to work out the figures here, because I did say the other day I hadn't actually worked out the figures. 120k for Scott, 80k for Stuart, that's 200,000. 150,000 for Phil. Phil was one of the late ones that came in, I'm not sure, because I put more with an exclamation mark. So that takes me up to 350. Then 100,000 to go to Italy to Giuseppe. I'm going to check that one in a minute. That's crazy. 450,000 litres. I don't think I'm going to get that. 450,000 litres. That's. I mean, I know I've planted a lot, but I don't know. We'll see. All I can do is harvest what I've got, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to do these in the order I got them in. So I think the first contract, like I say, was Scott's. I think the second was Stuart's. The third was from Italy. Actually, I'm just going to check that. Whoa. Ridge. So the second, yeah, the one from Italy. I know I said this way back, didn't I? I said who it was from, and I cannot remember off the top of my head. All of these are going to be sold probably at Lone Wolf. I'm going to take them there. It'll be sold there, so we'll get whatever price we get, and then they get shipped on from there to whoever the consumer is, whoever the customer was. And my laptop has decided not to play ball. Wonderful, very helpful. Giuseppe Francesco. I have some ground and weather problems here in Italy. My crop of soybean has failed and need them to complete a long-standing contract. Would it be possible for you to ship 100,000 litres? Yeah, so Giuseppe's was 100,000. Now what we've got to do now is check the dates. Scott's came in. When did I get that? 19th of July. Stuart's was the 31st of August. Phil's was the 19th of September. Giuseppe's was the 3rd of September. So it's going to go Scott, then Stuart, then Giuseppe. No, what is it? I'll get his name right at some point. Oh, it's Giuseppe. What? Straight away I'm like, no, I got it wrong. Yeah, Giuseppe. And last will be Phil. Now Phil's was the one that came in late, and that was 150,000 litres. The boss here, Mr. McClung, said, yeah, we'll take it on. So, yeah. So if anything, the highest one, the one that's asked for the most, that came in late, is potentially the one we won't hit. Or we'll hit a chunk of it, but not all of it. Harry, 15,000 litres of corn, no problem. We will absolutely devour that. Oh, and Al, field 52. I was doing the organic corn crop for him, and that all went horribly wrong. So he came back and said, I need to do something so I can make my product. Just deliver 10,000 litres of corn, in brackets, any kind, and I will pay you $15,000 for it. I will still give you a sample of it when it's done. I did say sorry, I did apologise, and I think the problem is the quality of the product won't be as good. Whatever the product is he's making, of course, I don't really know. You know? Haven't got a clue. Could be anything. Maybe he's making corn dogs or something. I have no idea. Never heard of a corn dog still, but you know, who knows. So, this will now continue. And I'll see you when we hit some kind of... whatever we hit. We'll hit something. It's that moment I've been waiting for an entire season. Actually 2 seasons, to be fair. This is the contract for Scott. Crazy cool. 120,000 litres he asked me for. and I couldn't fulfil the entire contract last season, which was a pity. This one is being sorted out here, up at Lone Wolf. The next contract is going to be for Stuart, which is 80,000 litres. That's going to be going to AgriXJS as far as I'm aware. This one, the contract offered me a potato harvester, which I didn't need. Potato harvester? No, so I didn't keep one, did I? I think I leased one. And then that's 70,000 litres. And if my maths is correct, the Penta with 50,000 litres in puts me at 120,000 litres. So, Scott, that's your contract complete. We have, let's just double check this. Tip that. Let's go into the map. And we will look at, we have done so far, and this is where I'm a bit panicky, field 32 is cleared, field 35 is cleared. This chunk of 44, or the big field, and I've been trying to kind of do around the edges to clear up some of the bits to give us, make it easier for the harvester, or harvesters. So that Scott's done. We're working our way towards Stuart's now. I reckon we're going to hit Stuart's no problem. We're going to hit Giuseppe's for Italy no problem. Phil's, I'm still a little bit dubious. However, financially, this is quids in stuff. So, I'll see you on the next offload down AgriXJS. That should be Stuart's load of 80,000. Right, we are at AgriXJS. Second contract, hopefully, for soybean will be completed. I've borrowed the Farm Tech trailer from Lone Oak Lamb. So we have got just over 80,000 litres on board, 70,000 in the front, just over 10,000 litres in the back. This is for, who was this for? Stuart, wasn't it? I want to get that right. I'm sure it was Stuart. And it says he runs a cow farm in Suffolk. He's looking for new ways to feed them. Soy is a huge problem at the moment with Brexit, etc. And he's looking for a reliable source, so wanted 80,000 litres. With that, we said we could assist. So Stuart, this is your contract. Let's unload that one first. Why did that stop unloading? What's going on? That's peculiar. Oh, don't know. Anyway, let's go now. One thing I do know for certain is that we are going to be leaving Jockey Inc. incredibly well off. What are we on now? 913,000. Oh, hang on a minute though. Yeah, that's fine. I'll change it to dollars in a moment. Right, so there we go. Stuart, that's your contract done. On to Giuseppe's now. This is going off to Italy, the next one, 100,000 litres. See you in a minute. Well, a little while. Okay, back up at Lone Wolf. Oh, okay, so this is Giuseppe's load, and this was, it all came through in Italian, I believe, originally. It said, "It's Giuseppe, I need your help, sir. I've had some ground and weather problems here in Italy. My crop of soybeans has failed, and I need them to complete a long-standing contract I have. Would it be possible for you to ship me 100,000 litres and I will put money into your bank account? The money I will get from selling this. Thanks, Giuseppe Francesco." So, Giuseppe, this is your 100,000 litres. This is the third of my contracts on soybean. The last one left is for 150,000 litres for Phil. I think I'm going to be alright. I was panicking at the start, I'll be honest, but we'll look here in the menu and we'll go across to growth. So look now at the big field. We've got this strip left here. Let's zoom in a bit on that. Yeah, this strip left here, this whole section here. We've got a little bit in one of the grain carts already. And then we've got all of the rest of our stuff. We've got the rest of the south fields. We've got field 27. We've got field 29, we've got field 20. Up at the top of the map, we've got field 5, we've got the northern fields, and we've got all the eastern stuff. And field 25. I think we're going to be fine. I really do. I really hope we are. We'll see. That's 70,000 of it, which means now we've got the next 30,000, which I think I put 30 in here, not 50. Yep, just over 30,000 litres. So, Giuseppe, that's your 100,000 litres. That'll be winging its way to Italy to you as soon as possible. Dancing 315 again. T7 loves a bit of dancing. Don't know why. And we've cracked 1 million. The boss will be happy. The boss will be ecstatic. We are over 1 million. And that's all legit. Nothing dodgy. Not that I ever do anything dodgy. Anyway, right, moving on. We've got more to do. So in between all the insanity of trying to get the harvest done, the price has gone up and it's stopped. It's fixed. So you know what? I'm going to sell what we've got, because then the price is going to start dropping again. The money's gone back below 1 million because obviously they're releasing costs on the second harvester and header. So we took a bit of a hit on that. That said, we're going to make that back easily now. On the wall that's been sitting there. So the wall is done. There's no more being produced. We're back down to 167 sheep. We had 197 at one point, so 167. Not bad at all. The hogs are still continuing what they do, and our 3 cows are merrily producing milk and manure and all the rest of it, but this is going back up. We should hit about 180,000 if my maths is right, somewhere around that. Fingers crossed. And I'm almost there with the 150,000 litres of soy. We have sailed the sea of soy, and then we'll be turning everything over into corn. We're going to have to lease another corn header and get the corn contracts done. I know this is a lot of bitty jumping from bit to bit to bit, but we'll get there. Oh, there you go. I was underestimating. Done all right. £96,000. Fantastic. Righty ho. Okay, we are down at Agri XJS. We have 70,000 litres in the back of the BSM 70,000, which we're going to tip. We have in the back of the Penta 50,000. That takes me to 120. Then we have in the chaser bin just over 30,000, which takes me to 150,000. That's Phil's contract complete. Quick look at the field situation. We used all of the big fields. I used all of the south fields running along the edge. I've also used field 29 and field 20. What we haven't used is field 25. We haven't used field 5. We haven't used the north fields. We haven't used the east fields. And we haven't used field 27. So actually I do have a huge amount of soybean left. As my dad always used to say, belt and braces, son. Make sure you've got everything you need. So we made sure we had plenty. The rest of the guys will get on with that. The rest of the workers on low note will sort that out. What I'm going to do very quickly is whiz round here. If I can turn, I might be able to. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the Penta. I'll use the Penta, empty it, and then we'll refill from there. So anyway, that's that done. Now, swapping over the harvesters, I'm going to fill them with a bit of squirt. We'll get some bits and bobs changed over, adjust the sieves, all the usual bits and bobs you do on a harvester. We'll get the corn headers on. I need to lease a corn header. We'll get corn header on, and let's get this corn done. My contracts for corn aren't as many. I don't have as many. Yeah, one's already been done by Farmer Pierce. I've got 2 I need to do, which shouldn't take too long, and then we should be done. There'll be more corn to harvest, there'll be more soybean to harvest, but I unfortunately won't be doing that. I'm going to be moving on to warmer climes. As I've already mentioned, we're heading south. These contracts need to be done. So I'll just do this. I'll see you up at the cornfield momentarily. Let's get this corn done. Okay, 4:45. It's late autumn. The sun's going to start dipping. I really do need to get this corn sorted. Not the whole field. That, like I say, that's going to be done by the other workers on Lone Oak Farm. They're going to do some of the side fields of soy and this too. I'm going to set this worker off though. The 2 contracts I have left. All that's left on my job sheet. Is Harry for 15,000 litres of corn. Harry runs a small farm in the hills of Tennessee. His planting season went very badly. Most of what he planted has been lost due to frost. He can't feed his pigs corn, and when he wants 15,000 litres, could I provide it? Of course. And the other was for Al, wasn't it? My mistake on field 52. He needs 10,000 litres of corn. He said he'll pay me 15,000. Al, it's yours gratis. You can have it. It was my mistake, my error. I totally understand you're going to be getting lower quality corn, so I'm not going to give you 10,000. I'm going to give you 15. I think it's 15. I'm trying to think. I've got the Farm Tech trailer. Whatever that holds, I'll fill that, and that's free. That's on me, because I feel terrible about what happened. The yield's looking pretty good so far. Anything that's left over is going to end up going to the hogs, because most of their feed is made up of corn. So, again, I will see you in a minute. I've got one of these trailers full, whichever one it is. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, folks. I am down in the southwest corner of the map by field 51, which is just here. I have instructions. They are to leave the product. So, just to show you, it's there. 15,000 litres of corn. It's incredibly good quality corn, just not the corn that Al had originally requested. I will leave that there. That's Al's contract. Complete. I look forward to tasting whatever it is Al makes with that. If it's possible for him to forward whatever it is down to Ravenport, that would be fantastic for me to sample at a later date. Let's get the next one done. Okay, 15,220 litres. This is for Harry. That's the last of the live contracts I've got. What I am going to do is just pull this up here. Actually, I'm not going to head back. I've got one last task to do. I'm going to do that in a moment. The harvesters are continuing. I think one of them is full. I think they might both be full actually. Like I say, the workers will continue in my absence. my last job is to complete the contract for Big Papa C. This is the 35,000 litres of corn that Farmer Pierce did. He actually did this on his last episode, was it the last episode he posted? Called Helping Out, I think it was called. So this, oh, that was a bit weird. This 35,000 litres is from Farmer Pierce. I did the barley, he did the corn. This is going to go up to Lone Wolf, to our transport hub, whatever you want to call it, where we've been taking things all the way through this Let's Play. So, up to Lone Wolf, probably for the last time. It's all very emotional. I'm not selling this, I'm storing it, or putting it to one side to be collected. In the 70,000, we have got the 40,000 litres of barley that Big Papa C requested. In here, the 35,000 litres of corn he requested. That's my last contract. Done. My sheet is clear. I've done everything. I did bring this up earlier for this very reason. I just want to thank everybody that has made this possible. Bullet Bill for the map, Frontier Design, you guys just absolutely amazing. From the very first subscriber contract to EP for letting me kind of use his name, and I came to visit him from Oakfield Farm, was given a job. The McClungs, thank you very much to Jockey Inc. for employing me, for getting Jockey Hogs up and running. The harvesters are continuing. I've left the farm with 1,256,000. That's yeah, something like that. Not bad at all. What I thought I'd do before I head off. He says to have one quick whiz past the Lone Oak, which Barris seems to think is cursed. It's been a phenomenal map. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. 50 episodes. And like I say, all you guys that commented, all you guys that sent in contracts, that, you know, I apologise to the few that I didn't get around to doing, but the ones that I did do have just made this so much more fun to play on. Have thoroughly enjoyed this map. But as with most things, when we move on from Let's Play to Let's Play, we move on to new things, pastures new, and we are moving on, definitely moving on. We are heading to Ravenport. We're heading on to FS19. Exciting times. We'll see what that has to offer. We are heading south. Kind of southwest actually from here. The coast is out that direction. So we're going to hit the road and head off. The sun is starting to set, weirdly enough, but anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.